Well, he didn't bring the surplus Herby's dummy with him, but we'll forgive him anyway. John Garland is joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we'd much rather have a real person here anyway. It's a little awkward to do an interview.
You got the other dummy this time, yeah.
No, that is not what I meant. But Kamloops does love surplus Herby's because we can get everything there.
Absolutely. So I brought some stuff today to talk about how to catch fish when the weather warms up and the fish start going deeper into the lakes.
Right. Because earlier in the season, all you have to do is get out there early and they're all ready to bite. Yeah.
Yep.
But as summer moves along.
Yep. As the weather warms up and the water warms up, the fish will go down deeper to where it's cooler. So if you want to get down there to where the fish are, there's a few things.
Other tricks.
That's right.
All right.
So probably the number one thing that is useful to find out where the fish are is a fish finder. So most fish finders will do the same thing. They'll show you what depth the fish are hanging out at, how deep the water is, and that sort of thing. So,
being somebody lacking in fisher skills, I did not know that was a thing.
All right.
It seems very sporting.
Yeah, well, you need every advantage you can get.
Use what you can, right? How does it work? Tell us a little bit about...
So basically, you would hook it up to a 12-volt battery.
Okay.
Then you'll have a transducer on the back of your boat. And it's just basically going to send down sonars to tell you, how deep it is. And
depth and what...
how deep the fish are at. So then you know how deep you need to go.
Fishermen are laughing at me right now. They're like, yeah, we all know what that does. Okay, great. So there's one.
Yeah, so that's one thing. Another thing is really popular are downriggers. So this particular one is a very small downrigger. Lots of different mounting options. This one will just clamp on the side of your boat. You can get downriggers in every size. They'll come up to big electric ones that will go down hundreds of feet. This one just comes with 100 feet of cable, but you basically just hook a big weight on here. So I brought one that's just a couple pounds. And then you would click your fishing line onto this piece. And the weight will take it down to your desired depth. You just spin the handle.
Awesome.
And then when you get a fish, it'll pop off of this.
Okay.
So you know how deep you are, and then you don't have to fight everything else. You can just fight the fish.
Awesome. And how do people decide how big they need their downrigger to be?
Basically depends on the size of the lake you're fishing in. And how deep you want to go.
And probably your boat.
That's right. Yeah.
You're not going to want to put a huge downrigger on a dinghy.
That's right. Yeah. So you basically just want to figure out how deep you want to go, and if it's under 100 feet, you don't really need anything bigger than the small ones. But the other ones, you know, they'll come up a lot faster and that sort of thing. This guy's particular one's going to come up a foot every time you turn it. So.
Okay. And at Surplus Herby's, they can help you decide what lake and what size you might need.
You
so
betcha.
You can make sure you pick the appropriate one.
Yep.
So a fish doesn't take you over sideways.
That's right.
All right, what else have we got?
So another thing that you can use is lead line. So it's basically just fishing line with lead core in the middle of it. Okay. So it's just a lot heavier. So if you don't want to use a downrigger or anything like that, and you want to just troll slowly, you can put the lead line on and it'll take it down a lot faster than regular fishing line would.
Self-weighted line then. Okay.
Exactly.
Great. So good for trolling.
Yep. And then for fly fishing, there's most fly fishermen will have a floating line, a sinking line. So this is like a full sinking line. So again, it'll just take your line down for you.
And does the same thing make it sink as the other one?
No, this isn't lead in it, but this has a sinking core as well. So same sort of thing. Yeah.
Something else that makes it sink.
Yeah. And they'll just take it down.
Awesome.
And then a couple other useful tools, like this here is just a line counter. So if you're out trolling, you know how deep you are if you're not using a downrigger or something like that.
Yeah, when you get distracted for a little while and think, oh no, how much
did I let out? How much did I let out? Yeah.
I remember that on childhood fishing trips, being like, oh, I think it's 100 feet of line.
Yeah. So that'll just kind of keep track of it for you. And this will just clamp on any rod right above your reel. So
perfect.
You don't need anything too special to use that. And then the last thing I brought is a deep six. So there's a few different styles of these on the market, but this particular one, you would hook your main line up to this piece, and then your leader off of here, and then the weight will take it down, and it'll kind of just dive down in the water. And then when you get a fish, this piece will pop open, and then so it's not dragging when you catch the fish. So when you try to reel it in, so
many tools,
there's lots of different stuff. Yeah. Yes. So and we've got lots more at the store, but
yeah, that's just a small
few that
sample
we brought in, and yeah, there's just because it gets hot doesn't mean the fishing isn't still great out there.
Right. It just means it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Great. Thanks so much. If people want to come visit you and find out about these things and many more, where do they visit you?
248 Trunk Hill Road. That's where our store is, and we always got people that know what they're talking about in the fishing department.
Awesome.
So come on in. And
yeah, and your stuff is turning over and changing all the time.
All the time,
so
yep.
I know that a few weeks ago somebody said to us, great deals on fidget spinners at
Yep.
Surplus Herby. So when we went,
you never know what we'll have.
there were a lot of kids in that day.
Absolutely.
Great. So you can also visit surplusherbies.com if you want more information. They also have a Facebook page, and there's a phone number on the screen as well. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks very much.
Educating me a little bit. Now I know more.
Awesome.
Great. Thanks. We'll be back with more Midday in just a moment.